G'day YouTube, it's Krakoon again, bringing you another gameplay slash commentary, man. Obviously, it's the Escalation map pack still. This is a hotel, like, the second, or, I don't know, for me it's going to be the second one that I upload. Pretty much I'm going to be using the gold Famas, Scavenger, Sleight of Hand Marathon, or Hacker, sorry, All Pro, and pretty much, man, just want to get it out of the way, man, because, I'm obviously going to I'm obviously lowered my standards of gameplay that I'm gonna upload to obviously to just help you show that, because currently, man, I'm struggling to get at least past a 30 kills game, and I don't know why. It's obviously gonna come eventually, I guarantee you that. But for now, I'm uploading maybe less of high scores gameplay or something like that. Pretty much, man. I'm just running about trying to murk down all these people. And what I've learned from Hotel so far is pretty much people, well, I've said this for the last video as well. It's a good map if people don't always just camp in this building like that, in corners and shit, just waiting for you. Because obviously there's one elevator in this side of the building to my left where you saw that yellow square on the radar. And then there's two elevators in the opposite building, both sides. Which is pretty self-explanatory. For what I found out so far, I can't see any other way to break in through like any back windows or anything, or any front windows into either building. But pretty much you either go up the stairs in like the middle of the back, or you either go up this elevator on that side, or the elevator on the other side. And what I found out is that people tend to prefer to camp on this side due to the fact is they can put claymores in the elevators and then hopefully try and pick up a kill. All that kind of shit, man. But for the map design and all that, it's alright, I suppose. It's not fantastic, still not meeting what I was expecting Treyarch to like deliver for the like final map pack or whatever for Black Ops. However, it still is a good map, and I do like the way it plays. There's like a lower exterior bit to my left there where you saw out the window, or this way that I'm going down now. To the left, it's all kind of proper lower exterior bit and a long run outside. And then this building directly there, which you just looked at, which is to my left now, is you've got like a little cut through from there all the way up into the middle of the map where this bar is, and the bar's a pretty good place to try and pick up a few kills and all that kind of generality of stuff. And they've obviously blown a hole in the vault here to rob it, and then this is the elevator that takes you upstairs to the other room, camping upstairs or something like that, if you know what I mean. So this is pretty nice, this, really. Burn that guy down there, and then it's like, oh shit, ding 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 ding. Get a nice little delayed triple spray of all these little campers up here and that kind of shit. But then I fucked up. It's not my fault. Well, no, it was my fault, really. I should have been paying more attention and was getting ready to aim down. I was already aiming down sights, but I decided not to shoot. But hey ho, there's nothing I can do about it. If you wait, just give me 1 sec. 1 sec. Yes, sir. Alright, going back. Don't worry. Alright, I'm back again. I just had to go get some water. Mouth is absolutely parched. But pretty much, man, if you're going to be playing these map packs today, obviously the day they've been released on and all that kind of stuff, any kind of help or any kind of tips that I can provide you is generally what I'm here to do for you, because generally you want to get to know the maps anyway before you play them. And unfortunately, if you're playing on a day and you're unaware of the YouTube scene, or you don't have the money to buy the maps or anything along the lines of that, or maybe you've been in school or something and you can't play the maps until you get home. But guess what? Your boy Krakoon is going to have a video of every single map, hopefully. That's not a promise as well, by the way. Well, no, it is a promise, I promise you. I'm obviously going to do it eventually, but if I can get a decent enough gameplay. But then again, I said I've been lowering my standards of gameplays and all that kind of shit. So, I mean, if you see this video, let me know if you want me to try and if you want me to just generally lower my standards of gameplay that I upload, just for you to get used to the maps. And I don't know, I've been running kill streaks which don't really take me off the ground, just like generally the UAV, the Blackbird, and the dogs. And I think that's always best off to do. I mean, obviously there's the double XP weekend coming up this weekend starting Friday, and there's pretty much no point in it for me really because I can't gain XP anymore because I've hit 15 prestige. But as you see here, these guys have put like 2 claymores. Well, there was 2 there, but one person must have died, and then they just lobbed a nade in there and blew it up. But if you're not wearing hacker, you've really got to be careful about using the elevators or anything like that, because I guarantee if it was in the advertisement about how people could put claymores in the elevators, everybody's going to be doing it. Seriously, I've not actually been killed by anybody doing it yet because I've always been smart enough to wear hacker, but I'd seriously contemplate not using the elevators at all, just use this stairway, because it seems like most people seem to pay attention more on the stairways, I mean on the elevators, than they do the stairways. So I mean, I think it's pretty stupid really, because also you can't really plant a claymore on the stairway unless it's like right around the corner on the steps, but you can obviously get a clear view of the steps from like the broken railing which was back there. And I could have showed you that, but this is this bar in the middle, and I'm like walking around it a bit confused and all that kind of shit. Go for a little swim, pick up this nice little 2-piece frame through the railing. This little balcony directly above me as well is only got 2 entrances as well, so there's them stairs to my left here, and there's obviously the stairs on the opposite side of the building. It's pretty much identical, but pretty much it's a relatively good place to just maybe try and hide out with, well, not hide out, just try and pick up a few easy kills if you can actually see somebody running through the middle of the map or something like that. But you can obviously see clearly directly into both of these windows, but sometimes it's a bit harder to get a shot off because you can't exactly, well no, you can't really get a good shot off if they're all running about inside, like hiding behind the cover of the window and all that kind of shit. And pretty much I'm not sure I do something. Well no, I don't do something. I use a different little route here, and I pick up my Blackbird there obviously, and I used a different route along that back side of the map where it just was there. And if you dive over the railing at the far outside, there's like a little drop down, and I get blown up by an RC car, but luckily get the dogs, but it's pointless now because it's 7,100 or whatever. Pretty much the game's going to be over very soon, but it's probably one of my top maps so far from what I've like been played of it, but I really do like this one for this kind of map. But as you see there, I go 24 to 5. It's a 4.80 KD. Nobody matters about KD though, but pretty much it's not too much of a big deal. But obviously it's on top of a building from what you can see here, which is pretty crazy. It's like a rooftop casino or some shit like that. But anyway, that's the end of the gameplay, and expect to see more. Peace.